Hey guys, it's Joe from BG Badminton. I'm so sorry to keep you all waiting. I know I haven't posted for like 3 weeks, and that is because I took a short break to study for my finals. It's really tough, but it's finally over, and in this video, I'll be answering some of the questions that you all asked me in my channel. So this is the first Q&A video, so let's begin. The first question is by Haruban Manzano. I'm sorry if I pronounced your name wrongly. Haruban asked, I was playing badminton for almost 2 years and I was upgrading my tension to 28 pounds. Every time I play, I feel pain in my shoulder. What should I do? So, okay, in short, if it gets worse, see a doctor, right? But I can roughly tell you what are some of the causes I think might have caused that injury. First is because I think the lack of strength and conditioning of the shoulder muscles. When you don't condition your muscles enough and you constantly increase your tension, what happens is that your tendons, they're not able to take the increased tension from the shuttle, and as a result you get shoulder pain. So this happens like tennis elbows and all sorts of strains happen when, you know, like you took a long break from sports and then suddenly decide to play sports again. Chances are you might get a injury or two, like a strain or two, because you haven't been exercising for a long while. And badminton, you know, when you smash, you exert a lot of force. Yep, that causes injury. So doesn't get better, please go consult a physiotherapist right away, okay? And question is by Evan and Bharat. So they asked, how do you improve your accuracy and consistency on the court? And okay, so let's start with accuracy. To improve your accuracy, what you need to know is that a lot of it comes from the wrist. So while the form helps guide the shuttle, most of the control actually comes from the wrist. So what I want you to do is that when you go back and you practice, try to imagine this. Let's say you want to hit the shuttle straight, okay? Then you do a lift. When you do a lift, try to imagine drawing a straight line with the racket. So when you draw a straight line, this way, the shuttle should go straight, unless of course your racket is tilted sideways, then of course the shuttle will go towards the side. So same thing, when you hit forward, the racket, imagine drawing a straight line with your wrist. If you draw a straight line, the shuttle should go straight, right? So focusing on the wrist, the control, the direction of the wrist helps a lot, especially when you're smashing, you try to get it down the line. Yes, that's what I think about. I think about drawing a straight line with my wrist. And as for improving consistency, wow, consistency is really all about practicing muscle memory. And I find what helps is that when you play with your friends, try to focus in keeping the shuttles in first. So that means instead of you know, you want to get the shuttle tightly across the net consistently. So what people do is try to practice, and when they practice, here's where they practice wrongly. They will try to get the shuttle really tight, but it's actually a lot better to get it a little higher, have a margin, and ensure you have very good consistency. Like your drop shot is always in, but it's always a little too high, and then slowly adjust, calibrate, make it lower and tighter, rather than getting the shuttle very tight and improving the accuracy. Improving the consistency, right? So I found that to be less effective as opposed to having that margin and then slowly calibrating and improving the accuracy. So yes, as for accuracy and consistency, it's really a lot about practicing. So you got to play a lot, and it's conscious practice. You don't just play and just forget about it. So you got to really practice with the intention to improve your accuracy and consistency, and with time you will definitely improve, alright? And the next question is, Bharat also asked, how do you cover the entire court, like for singles? So because he wants to have a domination in the singles game and he has a lot of difficulty covering the court. So how do you solve this problem? Two things. The first, I would say you really need to get your footwork right, and in particular, if you want to cover the court well, your defensive footwork got to be really solid, because there's a difference between attacking footwork and defensive footwork. So defensive doesn't mean side to side defend, it can also mean towards the front, towards the back, the transition, right? So this defensive footwork, you got to nail it first. Nail it well, not first. And the next thing, ironically, is you must be able to attack well. So when you can attack well, you can control well, then that makes it a lot easier for you to cover the entire court, because when you can cover well, I mean you can attack well, you are in control. The shutter is downwards, you're putting pressure on the opponent. So when you're pressurizing them, you're in control, their returns is upwards, right? Because when you assume you do a drop shot, you do a smash, their returns is upwards. That makes it a lot easier for you to cover your bases, as opposed to when you hit the shuttle, always hit the shuttle up, because you cannot control the front court. You have to clear, you have to bring the shuttle up. People start to attack you, and when they attack you, you are in defensive position. That puts you under a lot of pressure, in a lot of, and that's very disadvantageous, and it makes it super hard for you to cover your bases, especially when you're playing against players that are stronger than you, right? So, yeah. In fact, I would say first thing you should do is try to get that attacking right first before you think about footwork. So attack well, then practice your footwork. Alright? So this, yeah, hopefully this will help you. And the next thing, how do you choose? Okay. So Elite Khan Key asks, how do you choose racket handle size and the weight of the racket? Well, it really depends. I think some people like rackets that's a little heavier, they think that gives them more power. Some people like it a little lighter because they think it's a lot easier to defend with it. Personally, I found weight to have little correlation with smashing strength. Like in the past, heavy rackets used to ensure like, hey, you're going to smash a lot harder. But now with better technology, I found like the latest Yonex rackets, I found that light rackets can actually still deliver solid smashing power as opposed to like light rackets. So regarding weight, yeah, I'm not too sure about it, to be honest, because it's not that important. Okay, so the next thing, so to choose what's comfortable for you, yeah? And racket grip size. So handle size, I actually like grips that are thinner. So the thinner the better. Reason being, some people like thick grips. You can always wrap the grip a little thicker, and that gives you more cushion, right? But the key reason why I like my racket grip to be thin is because that gives you a lot of control. Like if it's thin, you can control the changes in the direction. Like for backhand, forehand, you know, at the backcourt, it's easy for you to change grip. Whereas if it's thick, it's hard. It's kind of hard for you to change the grip. And yes, I received a lot of questions asking, okay, I'm using this particular racket, or what racket should I, you know, a lot of people ask me this question like, Gerald, can you recommend me like the best racket, or what do you think of this racket, that racket? Yeah, so when it comes to racket recommendations, right, honestly speaking, it's really hard because as a player, I don't use a lot of rackets. Like, I'm gonna use like 3 or 4 rackets, and I find them nice. You know, I stick with them. I'm not gonna like change different rackets every month. So honestly speaking, I'm not gonna be like up to date to what's all the latest rackets in the market, and I don't think that's the best approach as well. So what you need to do, right, is you need to know your own playing style. Choose a racket that's nice, borrow from your friends, and just get it. Don't have to get the best racket. I mean, it helps, but marginally. Most importantly, it's all in the skills, you know? Once you get the skills right, racket don't matter too much. But oh yes, I'll share with you what racket I'm using towards the end, later at the end of the video. No, you know what? I'm going to share with you right now. Okay, so so here's the racket that I use. Okay, so the racket that I use is actually Votric Z-Force. So this one is sponsored by Yonex. Like after I left national team, I was sponsored by Yonex for a period of time, so they gave me Votric Z-Force, and I love it. Like this is one of my favorite go-to rackets when I play competition. I don't really use that white racket. Yeah, so thank you Yonex, but they no longer sponsor me anymore. And next, so a lot of people have been asking me like, what is this white racket that I've been using in this video? So here it is. It's actually an unbranded racket that the shop downstairs my house actually made for me. So yeah, it's called Leo, and the brand is called Scorpio. Like it's an unbranded racket from China. I have no idea, but it's super light. Like this racket is very light. Not the best racket though, but it's very nice. It's very pretty because it's full white. Yeah. And the next question is, what tension should I get for my this racket, that racket, yada 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 yada. I get a lot of those questions. The problem is, I can't just say one tension. Like I say, hey, stick 24 pounds and everybody follow 24 pounds. That would be an outright lie because tension is really dependent on yourself, right? So I can't really prescribe to you like, hey, you should follow this particular tension. So what I can teach you is how do you go about deciding what is the best tension for you. So that's what I did in my video that actually ironically got a lot of negative feedback saying, hey, you know what, I'm only talking about the importance and how to choose a good tension, but never really prescribing like a particular tension. So that's one of the problems I face. Yeah, a lot of people ask, tension, how do you get what tension? I'd say start low, go high. So you can start from 22 pounds and slowly increase until you find that you cannot keep it up because the shuttle just doesn't fly to the base. And then that's when you know you can stop, right? So yeah, that's prescribing, right? But I think that's not very effective because you need to see what kind of strings you're using. Okay, Mama Stan asked, hey, hey Gerald, can you make a video about improving smash and hit power? You know, he can't seem to hit it hard, and his friends are always able to defend easily. They're like a brick wall, you know, you try to smash them, just pop. Okay, I get this. I can totally relate. Oh yeah, and he used to be my dad's student. Amazing. Hi Fred. Okay, so answering your questions then, honestly speaking, smashing power, I did a video about smashing power. You can check it out in the link. It should pop up right here over here, going into more details on how to improving your smashing power. But it all boils down to strength training. You really got to train a lot in terms of strength and technique. But the key that I want to bring across to you is that don't focus too much on smashing power. Yes, having a hard smash helps a lot, but knowing how to smash actually makes more difference. Alright? So if you're a beginner, just started out, yes, you know what, focus on getting that smashing technique correct. You will instantly see like a huge boost in the quality of your smash. But once you reach to a certain level, I want you to start focusing on combinations. How do you combine your smash with other techniques? To make it part of your strategy rather than, hey, you know what, I want to improve my smash because without a strong smash I cannot defeat my opponent. You know, that's not true, really. The best players in the world are not the hardest smashers in the world. What they are very good at is when they smash, there's a lot of deception. They know how to smash, when to smash, and when they smash, it's very accurate. And that's what makes it really hard to take. So it's fast rather than hard. Yeah. And Kamin asked, do you hold a racket differently when you smash? Answer is no, not really. It's about the technique. You take the shuttle in front, sweet spot, bam, it goes down. Most of the beginners, I realize, actually cannot get the sweet spot. So when you try to smash, number one mistake I see when people, you know, they get enthusiastic. They watch a lot of badminton videos, they want to smash harder, so they go and practice with their friends. The first thing they do, they jump. Yeah, the problem with jumping when you're smashing, when you try to smash, is that it's so hard to get the timing, the accuracy. I mean, if you are, you know, just starting out or you've played a while, chances are you probably will not get the sweet spot. And if you jump, that makes it 3 times as hard to get the sweet spot. So as a result, your jump smash is not gonna be hard. I mean, it looks nice maybe, but it's not gonna be very hard. So number one tip, if you're just starting out, don't jump. Just like do this, like literally. Yeah, it doesn't look very nice, but you know what, gets the job done, kills the opponent, and you improve faster because you can get more practice, right? Yeah, so Rahul then asked, should I shrink the maximum tension mentioned in the racket? The answer is yes. No, not really. It depends, because if you are able to take the tension, go ahead. In fact, I constantly break the rule. Like my racket doesn't state 33 pounds. When I was competing, right, I used to shrink my racket way over the stated tension. Like my racket would state, I think 27, 28 pounds. I would string like 32, 33 pounds. like 6-7 pounds over the limit. And I'm not the only one. Like players all over the world actually string way above the stated recommended tension. Guess what? Our racket breaks a lot faster, but they don't break immediately. They take like 6 months, 3 to 6 months before they break. So yeah, you can string way over the tension. Don't worry about it. It's fine as long as the person that's stringing the racket knows how to string like properly manage the racket. Because if they don't string properly, the racket actually bends out of shape. Yeah, that sucks. So that's it for this video. I hope you've enjoyed the questions that I've answered. If you've got any questions, leave them down in the comment section below. And as always, if you haven't already, subscribe to my channel because your support keeps me making more video, keeps me on YouTube basically. Yeah, because right now I'm starting to invest in better equipment. It's gonna take a while before I can get the audio quality up and of course afford for my video recordings. Alright, so please support me. I thank you for your time and have a great day. Peace.